In this video, we'll be taking a look at two MLB games happening on October 17, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Yankees versus Cleveland Guardians. On Thursday, October 17th, the Cleveland Guardians will host the New York Yankees for Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. The Yankees currently hold a commanding 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series after securing 2 decisive victories in their home ballpark in the Bronx. While Cleveland's bullpen has performed admirably, their starting rotation has struggled to keep up, failing to pitch deep into games. This has allowed the Yankees to capitalize early in each matchup, giving them a significant edge as they aim to extend their lead. The Yankees have dominated the series so far, winning the first 2 games with final scores of 5-2 and 6-3, respectively. In Game 2, New York jumped out to an early 3-0 lead before Cleveland narrowed the gap to 3-2 by the 5th inning. However, the Yankees responded by scoring 3 more runs in the 6th and 7th innings to comfortably secure their second win and a 2-0 series lead. Prior to facing Cleveland in the American League Championship Series, the Yankees eliminated the Kansas City Royals by winning 3 of 4 games in the American League Division Series. During the regular season, New York's pitching staff posted a 3.74 earned run average, a 1.24 WHIP, and held opposing hitters to a .233 batting average. Offensively, the Yankees scored 815 runs while hitting .248 as a team, with a strong .333 on-base percentage. Aaron Judge led the way with an impressive .322 average, smashing 58 home runs and driving in 144 RBIs. For the Cleveland Guardians, Game 3 represents a critical moment in the series, as they cannot afford to fall into a 0-3 hole against a team as strong as the Yankees. Cleveland's pitching staff has given up 11 runs through the first 2 games, and they are in desperate need of a solid performance from their starting pitcher to keep their hopes alive. In Game 1, they had an opportunity to close the gap but left 2 runners stranded with just 1 out in the 8th inning. Game 2 also saw Cleveland miss several scoring chances, and the team struggled to recover after falling behind early. Prior to the American League Championship Series, Cleveland advanced by defeating the Detroit Tigers in 5 games in their American League Division Series matchup. The Guardians' pitching staff finished the regular season with a 3.61 earned run average, a 1.2 WHIP, and held opponents to a .230 batting average. Offensively, Cleveland scored 708 runs with a .238 team average and a .307 on-base percentage. Jose Ramirez was a standout, hitting .279 with 39 home runs and 118 RBIs. Looking ahead to Game 3, the Yankees are in a prime position to move one step closer to clinching a berth in the World Series if they can secure another win over the Guardians. Cleveland is set to start Matthew Boyd on the mound, but he has been far from perfect in the postseason. Boyd struggled in 2 American League Division Series starts against the Tigers, requiring heavy support from the bullpen to get through both games. While Cleveland's relievers have been reliable throughout the playoffs, relying too much on them could spell trouble as fatigue sets in. On the other hand, New York's offense will likely aim to strike early once again, applying pressure to Cleveland's already shaky starting pitching. The Guardians' ongoing struggles with hitting in key moments, especially with runners in scoring position, could continue to hamper their efforts, making it difficult for them to mount a comeback in this series. Cleveland enters this game with their backs against the wall, desperately needing a victory to keep their championship aspirations alive. However, based on their recent performance, it's hard to have confidence in the Guardians. Their starters haven't been able to go deep into games, putting additional strain on a bullpen that may start to wear down. While the Yankees haven't exactly been dominant at the plate in the postseason, they've still managed to score 11 runs across the first 2 games. New York seems to have the upper hand in terms of pitching for Game 3, so the New York Yankees money line is our full game side pick. Additionally, 5 of Cleveland's 7 postseason games have seen a total of 7 or more runs, and both of the American League Championship Series games so far have followed that trend. Given the way both offenses have performed recently, it's likely that the scoring will continue. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus New York Mets. Game 4 of the National League Championship Series is set to take place on Thursday night, featuring a matchup between the Los Angeles Dodgers, who finished the regular season with an impressive 98-64 record, and the New York Mets, who posted an 89-73 record. The next 3 games, including this one, will be held in New York as part of the 2-3-2 playoff format, with games 3, 4, and 5 scheduled on consecutive days. The Dodgers continued their dominant postseason run in Game 3, securing a convincing 8-0 victory, giving them a 2-1 lead in the series as they look to build on their momentum. From a strategic perspective, much of the focus in Game 4 will be on Mets left-hander Jose Quintana. Quintana has been on a remarkable hot streak recently, boasting an incredible 0 earned run average and 0.82 WHIP over 11 innings in 2 postseason starts. His stellar performance hasn't been limited to October alone. He's been consistently shutting down opponents since late August. In his last 8 starts, Quintana has managed an astonishing 0.57 earned run average over a span of 47.1 innings, making him nearly untouchable on the mound. If Quintana can maintain that level of excellence in Game 4, he has the potential to give the Mets a strong chance to even up the series. Despite the Dodgers' established reputation and their commanding lead in the series, there is still room for optimism for the Mets. The Dodgers may be favored due to their recent dominance and the Mets being shut out twice in the series, but the Mets have shown resilience all season long, often defying the odds. In Game 2, after being shut out in the opener, the Mets responded with a resounding win, taking control early and never looking back. Quintana's form has been phenomenal, having pitched 11 shutout innings in the postseason while allowing just 2 earned runs in his last 36 innings overall. This makes him a key factor for a potential Mets comeback in front of their home crowd. Call me bold, but I believe the Mets have a legitimate chance to win this game, especially with the advantage of playing at Citi Field, where the atmosphere has been electric throughout the playoffs. The energy and support from the home fans could give the Mets the boost they need to stay alive in the series. With momentum hanging in the balance, I see the Mets surprising their doubters once again, making the New York Mets moneyline our full game side pick. While every game in this National League Championship Series has gone over the total score thus far, each time it happened in an agonizingly close fashion. Games 1 and 3 both surpassed the projected total, even though the Mets failed to score a single run in those matchups. However, this trend isn't likely to persist. For the first time in the series, both teams will send out starting pitchers who had solid performances during the regular season. Game 1 featured a bullpen game for the Mets, and Game 2 saw the Dodgers do the same. In Game 4, the Dodgers will start Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who finished the regular season with a 3 earned run average and a 7-2 record. His numbers might have been even better had he not missed time due to injury. On the other side, the Mets will lean on Quintana, who, despite a regular season earned run average of 3.75, has been flawless in the postseason, not allowing a single run in his 11 innings of work. Quintana's recent dominance on the mound has been nothing short of exceptional, mowing down batters with ease. On the flip side, the Dodgers pitching staff has been equally impressive, allowing just 7 runs in their last 5 games, which averages out to 1.4 runs per game in the postseason. Yamamoto, in particular, shut down the Padres over 5 innings in Game 5 of the National League Division Series, and in his lone start against the Mets, New York hitters have struggled against him, collectively slashing just .238, .273, and .333 in 21 at-bats. With both teams deploying capable starters, the dynamics of this game feel different from the previous ones in the series. Given the strength of the starting pitching on both sides, it's time to fade the high-scoring trend we've seen so far. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.